Welcome on back, everybody, to another episode of Comic Conquest. We're back. Book of Boba Fett, episode 5.
5.
The
Return of the Chadalorian.
Yeah. Crazy, dog. I mean, we just get straight into it. There's a lot to talk about, I think.
Yeah.
We open up in like a meat packing factory or something.
Yeah, it was kind of reminded me of, I don't know why, the Punisher. Just like, I feel like that's a location the Punisher would just fucking walk into to beat the shit out of people.
I mean, that's kind of what happens, if we're being honest. We see the Chadalorian come in, beer on hand, dark saber on belt. And we of course get the line, "I can bring you in."
I can bring you in hot, or I can bring you in cold. Badass callback to one of the first, I think the first episode.
Yep. And shit goes quick, shit goes bad real quick. Of course, Chadalorian whips out the dark saber.
Okay, I didn't think he was gonna immediately just fucking default to that. I thought he was gonna go like I thought he was gonna bow staff spear people, just like. But no, he's like, fuck it, I got a laser sword.
He needs to practice, I guess. Yeah, I thought he might have gone for like the whistling bee things first.
Yeah, I thought maybe he's gonna pull out his blaster. We get some classic Mando, but you know, we do see that he still I think the whole point was that like he still has it. He's got it, which is great, and I love that they actually get into.
It brings up a lot of questions. Anyway, Mando
kicks ass.
Struggling a little bit though. You can see the struggle he has with the thing swinging around.
Yeah, the dark saber is apparently heavy, and it gets heavier. Was that always the thing, that it just gets heavier?
So yeah, I was gonna talk about it in a bit when we see the Forger, but Rebels kind of explains on this.
That makes sense.
But we'll keep moving. And Din's just chopping these dogs up, dude, and he
burns himself.
Yeah, he gets a little too happy. He cuts his leg, which I want to say that's the first like lightsaber injury self-inflicted in the show, in Star Wars history.
Yeah, at least from all I'm aware, I've never seen or heard someone burning themselves from mainstream Star Wars.
Some double chin basement hammers probably like, actually. But yeah, he gets himself a little cut, and then we see him just like dude, it was so great. He gets so pissed, he's just like, fuck it.
Throws the dude on the table, just like, I'm tired of this shit. Cuts the dude. Like, I love Star Wars. Sometimes Star Wars just gets fucking gnarly, and they just cut a motherfucker in half. Like, and you see it go through. And it's like, what? Which gives me a lot of hope for Moon Knight. If that can be on Disney Plus.
True. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, they could get crazy in the Moon Knight if we're cutting people in half.
Yeah.
And then of course we see him limp out with the head in the bag.
My guy limps for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, straight up. And he kind of escapes by telling the guys like, "Hey, I just killed your boss. Just take all of his shit. I just want this head." And he dips out, and then we go to the Ring Planet, or the Ring City. I forget what they call it. They don't say it in this episode. Yeah, Halo, basically. We go to the Halo. He goes and he gives the head to the elevator scene too, which is just a side note. This episode has a lot of small moments like that where it's just like peak comedy.
I know this episode is not only like badass, but it's funny.
Yeah,
like it's just poor Mando just fucking walking places.
Yeah, and then he delivers the head to aliens.
They say chill out. He's like, nah.
He's going. Like, they're like, "Mando, come have a bite to eat with us," and he's like,
fuck you.
Fuck you. And we find out he didn't do this job for money, really. He's doing it for the info. And he finds a back alley location as he uses his helmet to find signs of.
He finds the Mandalorians, the ones from before.
2 of them.
The only 2 in existence, I guess.
We see the armor again.
Yeah, we see.
And we see what's
the
his
armor.
name?
We see Paz Vizsla.
And we see the armor just be like, "Oh, it's you. Hello."
Yo, what's up, my guy? You finished your quest? Aw, that's sick. Yo, wait, where the fuck you get that shit, by the way? Where you get that?
And then he shows them the Darksaber. And a great note was that prop, the Darksaber prop, looks phenomenal.
It's beautiful. That is like beautifully handcrafted.
And we kind of get the retelling of the Darksaber's origins in a live action format. Of course, Rebels we get a little bit of it. And also in Clone Wars we do. But we get like a retelling for you uncultured swines. And we see Paz Vizsla. He's like, I want the dark.
I want the process.
Yeah, basically, dude.
The process.
And then the armor gives us a little history on the Darksaber, and
we also get some answers. We also get some answers that I know we had, especially we at the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian. We're like, yo, why the fuck will Bo-Katan not take it? She already did that shit in Rebels. Yeah. But we find out that freaking cursed her ass.
Yeah, it's cursed. Yeah, which is so stupid. Whatever.
Good job, Sabine. You fucking cursed everybody. Dumbass Mandalorian. Fucking.
Yeah. So they do fill in that piece of lore, which is great because everybody was like, "What the fuck?" She already took it once. Anyway. And we find out. Oh, what goes next? The training montage.
Yeah, we get some.
Oh no, the spear.
Yeah. She takes the spear because she's like, "Yo, Beskar is only for defense."
I think
not only will that defend against a lightsaber, but that will pierce Mandalorian armor. He's like, "Shit, you're right. Just take it."
Yeah, and she's like, "What do you want this turned into?" And he's like, "Just give it to the foundlings." And then she's like, "Okay, what are we making for the foundlings?" He's like, "Wait.
No, a specific foundling."
Gross. Which, name drop. And we see her make, just from I think it was just from like the tip of the spear. Yeah, it looked like, dude, the memes are like Grogu with like a chain. It's like Vision at the end of WandaVision, but for Grogu, where he's got like the chain.
What is drip if not?
Yeah.
What the fuck's the meme? What is it?
We'll pop it. But yeah. Anyway, and she ties it up in a little
Grogu head.
And then we move to the training scene of her with her fucking
the hammer and the fucking
clampy and
they're
hammer
just fighting.
And she's teaching about the sword, and we get more lore here because he's fighting against the sword, which in Rebels we find when Sabine trains with the lightsaber, she encounters the same issue, where it's like fucking because for some reason Mandalorians naturally fight against lightsaber, like they naturally are just trying to be fucking yoked and swing this thing around, but he has to go with the flow, a little wax on, wax off.
The blade.
It's heavier than I thought.
Energy constantly flows through the crystal. You're not fighting with a simple blade as much as you are directing a current of power. Your thoughts, your actions, they become energy. They flow through the crystal as well and become a part of the blade. The blades will be drawn to each other. Block high. There's pull. Can you feel it? Taking it easy on me. Ready position. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
The blade feels lighter.
You're connecting with it. It's becoming a part of you.
So there's going to be a lot of people telling you the dark saber's a better lightsaber. It's not. This is just what you have to go through to learn how to use things. And it's actually a really cool scene. They're on the bottom of the ring planet with space over the edge, and Mando's kind of getting clapped. And then Paz Vizsla is like seeing Mando get clapped. And he's like,
Hey,
I want the dark saber.
that's made from my name.
My clan.
That's my clan's. I deserve. Fuck you. Give it to me. He's like, okay.
And then they have an honorary duel in which we see the jetpacks taken off, and we see Paz Vizsla whip out the vibro dagger, which we saw in season 1 of Mando. The vibro dagger, vibrating dagger, and the a shield, a energy shield. And Mando whips out the darksaber, and it's an okay fight. It's pretty even, and then Paz picks up the darksaber and just gets demolished.
I know. As soon as he picks up that like heavy ass blade, he's like, "Oh shit! Oh no!"
Yeah, and then Mando just beats the shit out.
Starts stabbing him.
Yeah, it's also a note I forgot to make is when you something I love about these effects is that when Mando is having trouble swinging the saber and he's like dragging it across the floor, it's really cutting the floor. Like it was really sick to see that like attention to detail. But yeah, and Mando gets the better of Vizsla, and then the armor comes and she's like,
Good shit.
the way.
The thing, you are beat, Paz. Have you removed your helmet? Nah. Mando, Din Djarin, have you removed your helmet? Answer the question, Din Djarin. You are under creed. Yes. Get the fuck out!
Too honest. He's just too honest. Man.
I know. I was like, come on, Din. Don't do it.
But I guess that shows how good of a character he is.
He's an honorable man.
And she's like, "You're not a fucking Mandalorian." And then he's like, "How can I make this up to you guys? I feel so bad." And then she's like, "Go to fucking Mandalore into the caves." And then he's like,
liquid caves or some shit.
And then he's like, "But Mandalore was kind of like blown into pieces by all those TIE bombers." And then she's like, "That's not my fucking issue now, is it?"
Damn, kind of sucks. Looks like, oh wait, you can't.
And he takes the darksaber and he dips out.
Yeah, by the way, we also get to see Mandalore just getting absolutely
just
fucking
demolished.
clapped.
Which was cool to see live action Mandalore. Thank you for noting that because I almost forgot it. That's like the opening scene or something, or no?
No, that's when she's talking about like, curse and shit.
And we kind of move towards Mando leaving, and the Razor Crest is gone, so he has to take the public transport.
So good. He goes up. He's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna board," and they're like, "Hey, you got some weapons on you." He's like, "Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm a Mandalorian. It's like it's my religion." They're like, "Yeah, that's great. You can't have weapons on board." But he's like, "But fuck, fine." And you just get a montage of him like dumping
everything, bro. And then, of course, at the end too, the darksaber had to come off. I almost thought he was gonna keep that in the
I was like, my guy, that's something you don't put away.
And he locks up the case and just is like, "I know everything in there, bro." And then we move to Mos Eisley. And Mando, of course, gets his case back with everything in it. And we go to what's her name?
We go to Amy Sedaris. I have no idea what the character's name is.
Pop it up on screen. And
we see BD1. Cal Kestis confirmed.
We see a BD unit. We see a bunch of droids. This
we see a BD unit. I was actually super stoked. I was like, oh, that's cool regardless.
All the CGI has been really
no, that's top notch.
And Mando's like, I came for the ship that you said that you had. And great tie-in here is we see the Naboo assault ship that Anakin flew in.
Noble Naboo,
yeah,
or Noble Naboo guard ship thing
in episode 1.
You know, where this is pod racing.
The ship is in literal shambles, dog.
No, it's like not together in the slightest.
And Mando's like,
my guy,
you're fucking me over. And then we get a cool kind of montage thing where him and droids are rebuilding the ship, which is a lot of character development. Of course, season 1 of Mando, he was like, no droid touching my fucking ship. And then we also get the comedy bit with the Jawas and stuff, which was cool.
Yeah, the Jawas will just go off and steal anything.
Yeah. And what's her name dated a Jawa apparently. Like, I guess
I don't even know how that works.
Yep,
I don't want to know how that works.
That's just what we're doing. And the ship is ready. They hot rodded the shit. I mean, it's literally a hot rod as the fly catcher coming out of the fucking hood. It's got it was really sick to see
Dude, I was looking at it, I was like, this is actually kind of badass. You got a chrome ship to go with the chrome Mando. It's pretty fucking sick. I'm not sure about that bubble behind him, but you know,
yeah, the only thing I was like, this guy's a bounty hunter. Where's he supposed to put?
Yeah, that was my thing. So maybe he gets like a bigger ship that has this attached to, like,
or maybe he shoves them in the bubble. I don't know.
Get the fucking
and we see him fly it, and it's pretty sick. It's really cool, actually. The CGI, of course, I'll say again, was great through the flying scenes of Mos Eisley and him going through the pod racing route, kind of. And he hits space, and we also find out that girl has never been off planet, which was kind of weird for me, but and then we see the X-Wings come by, like, license and registration, please.
Sorry, officer, it's just out of the dealership. Yeah, I don't have the papers yet.
And of course, they're like, wait, are you the guy that flies that Razor Crest?
Yeah, one of the guys was one on that, like, ice planet episode, and he's like, yo, wait, you that guy? He's like, no comment. Fucking hits fast as fuck.
The sublight drive, and he's out, bro. That thing is quick. And it also, a good a note is, it sounds badass, dog. When he started that thing up, it was so sick.
I love the younger pilot, like, how did he jump to light speed? He didn't even charge up. The older guy's like, he didn't. He's like, what?
A note also about that scene is the younger pilot was the person that played Luke Skywalker.
Was he?
Body double.
That's fun. That's fun. So
yeah,
does that mean
and
Luke
then
Skywalker's coming back?
And
Luke
then
Skywalker
we go back
back
to the planet, and we see Fennec.
Yeah, Fennec shows up. Amy Sedaris is like, yeah, some lady was asking for you. She said she was your friend. I was like, damn, who was it? She gave you her name, and Fennec's like, yo, it's Fennec. He's like, oh, what's up?
Shit.
Yo!
And she's like, I got a job for you. And then he's like, a job? And then he's like, is it for Boba? And then she's like, yeah. And then he's like,
What are
man,
we
this was
doing?
on the house, dog.
What are we doing? You know, some war. We're just kind of waging a war. Oh shit, dog! It's on the house.
And then he's like, but I gotta go.
I gotta make a stop.
Little stop first. And that's the end of the episode. So we could jump right to the review section of the video.
Chadalorian.
What's the review here, August? What are you thinking?
He's a fucking Chad. That's what it is. This episode is straight out of Mandalorian season 3, my guy.
Boba Fett wasn't even in this episode.
Tamira Morrison was chilling in his Polynesian spa. So
True. Score. What do we get?
Score? I give this one like a solid 8.5.
It's 8.5 easily for me, dude. And the only gripe I have with this fucking episode is you're right. It's straight out of Mandalorian season 3, and it's a shame that the Chadalorian. This episode blows all the other episodes like out of the water in terms of what's happening, the storytelling, the comedy. And not to say the other episodes were bad, because they're like the episode 4 was really good. And it keeps ramping up.
Still far superior than Bad Batch.
Yeah, I don't even think it's comparable. So we'll get to predictions because there's a lot to talk about here.
Predictions. Are we gonna see the little Grogu? Fuck.
So this is my thing. It's like, if we see Grogu, it's basically this back half is the Mandalorian season 3. Like, Grogu and Luke. I as much as I want to see them. This is Boba's show, dude. Like, I don't want to like take a quarter of the show just to have fucking Mando be the Chad that he is. Like that would upset me a little bit. But
I would, if they are gonna do it, I would prefer. How long are the episodes? 40, 30 minutes?
So this was the longest one. So all the episodes have been like 40 minutes. This one was 50 minutes, I believe.
I say give Mando 10 minutes to go get his shit done. You go do it. You have him arriving at the planet, like, already. You have him there. He gives his thing. Or Luke's like, nah, you can't do this. You gotta fuck off, my guy. You know, emotional connection. Yeah. And then he's like, ah, shit, you're right, okay. Hands Luke the shit. It's like, if you want to, and then it goes off.
We forgot to mention this, but the armor says to Din that, like, the Jedi way is not to have possession.
Yeah.
And Mando's like, well, he's also a found.
She's like, shit, you're right. You're right. Nah, you're right.
But a lot of people are saying a Luke Din Djarin training session, which I just don't think will happen.
That would be interesting, though.
And this is not the Mandalorian show. It's the Book of Boba Fett. So, like, as much as I want to see all this stuff, it's, like, bittersweet to me. Because I'm like, can't we just save this for season 3?
I keep hearing people say Cal Kestis, and I'm like, where?
Dude,
where?
And the BD thing's cool.
Oh, I love when they actually, like, reintroduce a droid. Like,
he also does, like, the hollow
he does the hollow projection
shit. Part of this episode. But people are like, BD's here, Cal Kestis confirmed. But I just can't see that happening. Not yet.
I could see it during Ahsoka, honestly. Like, if they set it up right, I could see him during Ahsoka. 100%. Although he'd be like 40-something.
Yeah, it'd be hard for... Yeah,
because there's no way Cameron's older than 35.
Yeah, dog. But Book of Boba Fett. So we're moving, of course, towards this Pike War, and I hope we see some other bounty hunters. Of course,
Dengar, you were talking about last time.
Dengar. I hope. I think my priority list is like Bosk, Cad Bane.
Yeah, I know we were talking about Cad Bane the other day, and how I said I want Cad Bane to be like a villain for the next season, where it's like bounty hunter versus bounty hunter, and it's the two of them are like plotting against each other, and it's more of a battle of wit instead of just like, fuck you, Pikes.
So my thing is like, are we getting a season 2 of this? and I want it. Boba's
Yeah, I want
sick.
it too. I want to see why not. This
That's
doesn't
true.
seem like it's a one-off because you could kind of tell with like the shows like Hawkeye and WandaVision, or like the Marvel shows.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, they were more like you could tell that was a one-off and setting up a movie or something like that. Where this still seems like they're leaving room for more building.
Yeah, because we're over halfway.
Yeah, we have 2 episodes left.
Yeah, and it's like, what are we doing here, dude? But yeah, so that would be cool. Cad Bane season 2. They just have a lot of Star Wars stuff planned. Is my thing. So we'll see. Of course. Trying to think of what else. I mean, that's basically it. The Pike War's coming up.
Pike.
I guess they.
Man,
really
I can't wait
covered-
for Crimson Dawn to come in.
I guess they really covered what season 3 of Mando is going to be about. Which is, of course, I think him becoming a Mandalorian again.
Yeah, definitely
Mando
refining himself.
Yeah, this existential Mando. So I mean, I think that's about it for this burp. Do you have any ending comments or thoughts?
No.
Well, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that nice stuff. And we'll be back next week for the Chadalorian part 2.
I mean, Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, my bad. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Now this is pod
Okay.
racing.
We get it.